The Caribbean Industrial Research Institute, or CARIRI as we know it, is having their business hatchery program beginning on the 8th of October 2025. It's not the first time they're doing it. We're going to find out a little bit more about it with Senior Business Development Officer Karen Sukha. Good morning to you, Karen.
Good morning.
Welcome to the Now Morning Show.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me here.
Not a problem.
Good morning to your listeners.
Tell us about the business hatchery program.
So the Business Hatchery program is a program that started over 10 years ago, and it is really focused on helping early stage entrepreneurs to develop their businesses into a competitive, sustainable, resilient business.
Okay, competitive, sustainable, and resilient.
Absolutely.
All right.
So it's designed to help persons who have been doing some business, but perhaps they're not sure about whether they're pricing their product properly. Is my business really profitable? Am I managing my cash flows? Perhaps I've been marketing, but could I be selling to new customers? Could I be using better marketing strategies? You know, so we try to help you along this journey. It's 10 weeks in which we go through a series of workshops and one-on-one coaching with you to really help you develop your business model so that you can become competitive, sustainable, and resilient.
In terms of who should apply to be a part of this program, I mean, you're talking about entrepreneurs, you're talking about small businesses essentially, but is there like a type of business that you support preferably, or is there an age bracket? Is there anything like that?
Right, there are no limits in terms of the types of sectors that we get involved in.
Okay.
And over the 10 years, we have been had businesses from all sectors: retail, commercial, manufacturing, food and beverage, all types. We've had some creatives.
I find you say that with a tone. I will come back to that. I'll come back to that tone, Karen. But I want to know about some of the transformation that you've seen in entrepreneurs who've gone through the program.
Absolutely. So we've seen where entrepreneurs, a lot of times they start with, they have a skill, and people tell them, you know, this is something you should get into. People would buy it. So they launch a product or service that they know very well. But perhaps they tend to stay away from things like the financial aspect, you know, they hand that over to an accountant. But here at our program, we see where they start to become comfortable with their numbers, you know, and that's a big part of it. They start to realize, perhaps I've not been tapping into all my possible customers. They learn a little better about like digital marketing and how they can really leverage that for their business. So we see businesses become very confident. They're willing to go to investors now because they can talk holistically about their business.
Yeah, and they can talk about it from an investment perspective now.
Absolutely.
Now, we're talking entrepreneurs. These are people who, for lack of a better word, they're hustling. They're very busy all the time, always working. How flexible is the program to allow for that?
Right. So we've recognized that our business entrepreneurs are doing many other things. And so this program runs outside of your regular working hours. It's on an afternoon from 5 to 8 p.m. And we also give them recordings so they can review the information. It's online. Initially, we had started with in-person, but we recognize that a lot of times they can't make the in-person. So we've gone online as well to facilitate that. And we really do work with them with regards to coaching and so on in terms of timing.
Okay, to making sure everybody gets the best of the program.
Absolutely.
Are there any success stories that you're particularly proud of?
We've had quite a few entrepreneurs who've really done well. One that maybe a lot of people might be familiar with his product is Nigel Jordan. He has done Twigs.
Yeah, Twigs tea.
Right? He's one of our graduates. We also have
just to zero in on one just for a second, because you mentioned Nigel, right? And I don't think people understand, or they may not be able to see the fruits of the work that has been going in. Can you tell us what are some of the milestones that you can say, all right, this business went from X to Y, or from A to Z, as the case may be?
Right. So when Nigel came to us, he was very much at an early stage in terms of his production and so on. And after having done the program, he definitely felt a lot more comfortable with his financials and all of that. And now Nigel helps us ever so often when we need someone an entrepreneur to talk and inspire. Yeah, the new ones who are coming up, he's definitely always there to help us. And I mean, now he's in a lot of the stores. He's
not just here.
Correct.
And that for me is one of the best parts about it, is that we've seen Twigs grow from being, you know, in up markets and pop-up events and stuff like that, go from that to being in stores internationally and shipping internationally. To me, that is definitely a mark to say, well, all right, this is something feasible that we've taken from ground zero and made it into I mean, it's an international brand at the end of the day now.
Exactly.
So what would you say to somebody who's considering the program but hasn't quite made their decision yet? They're still thinking, well, I hustling, I had things to do, I don't have time for this.
Right. So for those people, I want to just tell them, invest in yourself. You know, invest in your business. A lot of times we may think that we kind of know what we have to do, but being in the program forces you to stop just running on that, you know, on that hamster wheel. You're running hard. But now you have to look at your business holistically, strategically. So not just the one-man show, but invest in yourself and take that time to plan strategically, because you may be working really hard but not seeing the fruits of that labor.
I mean, lots of entrepreneurs have that challenge and that concern as well. Now, when I asked you about the creative sector earlier, I find you get my kind of told. But I'm curious though, do the same rules of entrepreneurship apply to the manufacturing products and the physical things that you can see as it does to the creative sector and the services that's provided?
So the tools that we give entrepreneurs during the program, we really want them to implement that immediately in their businesses. So the ideas behind those tools, we would work with the creatives separately on a one-on-one basis so that they can apply it to their business. Why I smiled when you spoke about that is because we do have another program currently that we're implementing specifically for the creative sector. So we are currently, we've done what we call some gap analysis for entrepreneurs, and that program has been funded by the IB and Compete Caribbean, where we've analyzed that sector. We are currently now in the phase where we are going to be doing workshops specifically because of that gap analysis. We've identified specific areas that creative entrepreneurs in particular need specific help. So things like intellectual property.
Okay, I'm not going to say we got to get into some of them areas over here with the gap analysis.
You know,
so intellectual property is one of those areas.
Intellectual property, even their marketing strategies might have to be a little different, their business models, and looking at even the profitability aspect of it as well.
Yeah. Tell me some of the biggest challenges that you've seen entrepreneurs have to overcome. I mean, besides, of course, the time factor in terms of managing their time, but what are some of the challenges that they've had to overcome in order to get their business to that state from being just a hustle or just busy work to being productive, to earning a profit, to earning them that income?
So one of the things that early stage entrepreneurs really have a challenge with is that they have very limited resources, much more than a person who can employ a marketing specialist, you know, so they if they can't develop and if you how ask you have
for business, like on this next is to
And that, when we think of Nigel from Twigs, that is one of the key things that happened after he entered our program, was that he developed some friendships along the way with early stage entrepreneurs, all at the same level. And that's one of the things that makes our program different from, you may say, well, I can go and learn these things on YouTube or in an external program, but the reality is, when you come to Business Hatchery, you're sitting with entrepreneurs who are experiencing the same challenges as you. So you develop those friendships. We've had where entrepreneurs go in and pop-up shops and, well, I can only be at this one, but I'll share a table with you and I'll take your product with mine.
Right.
And we want to encourage that sort of sharing and collaboration, because that networking really helps with moving your business forward, especially with limited resources.
Most definitely, that limited resources part. In terms of registering, can people still register to be a part of the program, or is it closed off?
No, absolutely. We're taking registrations until the 4th, which would be the end of this week.
It's Saturday. Yeah.
And just go to, either you can email us at businesshatchery@cariri.com. That would be probably the most direct way.
Business Hatchery at cariri.com.
And we will reach out to you.
Okay.
Or you can go to our website, www.
Go to the website as well. All right. Well, Karen, thank you so much for joining us. Congratulations to you and the entire team at CARIRI on this initiative. I know it's been going on for a while, and I hope that it continues to go on to continue to encourage our entrepreneurs to be the best version of themselves that they can be.
Thank you so much. And my parting words to any of our entrepreneurs out there: invest in yourself.
Invest in yourself. Yeah. Thank you so much. Karen Suka, the Senior Business Development Officer at CARIRI, telling us a little bit about the Business Hatchery program. It's happening from October the 8th. You definitely want to be a part of it. You can register until this Saturday. What are you waiting on? Go to the website right now.